When relationships come to an end, it is important that both parties are in agreement, especially before starting over with someone new, or else you run the risk of your former partner showing up at the most inopportune time. This story is about a girl named Helga who had broken up with Kevin because of financial issues. She had quickly moved on to a man named Alex who was a good-looking, wealthy man. He was intelligent, athletic, and owned a 3-story mansion and a fancy car. Alex was 43 years old, though Helga was only 22. Alex thought Helga was the girl of his dreams. She seemed to him to be a very modest, sweet girl who looked up to him and never brought up his wealth. This made him happy because all of his previous relationships revolved around money. Alex didn't realize that Helga already knew he was rich and was playing a part in order to please him. Alex proposed to Helga, and she was overjoyed. However, she began to doubt herself and her decision to end things with Kevin. Only now did she realize that she still had feelings for Kevin. She would reminisce over their romantic dates. Even though he was poor, Kevin knew how to make her happy. She realized that her relationship with Alex lacked the romance she had with Kevin. Alex spent most of his time at the office, and even when they were alone, he often answered endless phone calls from work. He did not look Helga in the eyes as lovingly as Kevin did. Helga doubted whether she should marry Alex or if she should go back to Kevin. But then she made up her mind that a secure future is more important than romance alone, and quickly got rid of all thoughts of Kevin. After that, she began to prepare for the wedding. Alex fulfilled every one of Helga's whims regarding the planning, including doves, a hot air balloon, white horses, and even a cruise ship. She really enjoyed the fact that Alex would agree to anything, even the craziest ideas. And Helga's dress was, of course, the most beautiful. Alex ordered her a dress from an Italian designer, which was specially made just for her. On the wedding day, Helga felt like a real princess. All of the guests could only talk about how beautiful the couple was. No one noticed the thin young man who was walking with determination up to the bride and groom. When Helga finally did see him, she caught her breath. It was Kevin. She decided to talk to him in private. Kevin looked very intently at her as if for the last time and asked if she was happy. He asked her to think before she answered because he loved her all this time and only wanted her to be happy. Helga replied that yes, she was happy with Alex. He fulfilled all her needs, cared for her, and never offended her in word or in deed. Then Kevin walked up to Alex and said the following: "Look, actually, I still love this girl very much. We have spent the last few years together, and I was sure that our relationship would grow into a family with many children. But Helga decided for both of us that our relationship was not destined to continue and went to you. To be honest, at first, I wanted to take revenge and try to upset this wedding by all means because I was very upset that she chose you and not me. But now I only want one thing, that my beloved is happy. Promise me that no matter what, you will make her truly happy. You will love her, and she will not regret choosing you today. And I, for my part, give a promise that I will never appear in her life again so as not to disturb your family." Alex had met a lot of different people in his life, but had never come across such a straightforward and open person such as Kevin, who spoke very beautifully and convincingly. He was touched by Kevin's act and understood how hard it was for him to let go of Helga, whom he loved so sincerely, but nevertheless was ready to sacrifice for her happiness. Alex promised him that he would do everything possible to ensure Helga's happiness. After that, the men shook hands and parted ways. The guests weren't aware of what had transpired, but Helga witnessed it all and went to the women's restroom to cry for a very long time. Friends, if you enjoyed this story, please click the like button, share it with your friends, write your opinion in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell icon so as not to miss our new videos.